Another Animal Crossing day. I gotta get my tools wherever I put them. Oh, can't remember. There's my shovel. The axe. And my slingshot. So I may grab my bamboo shoot. Another day. We do a little bit of Animal Crossing. Not too long. Probably won't go to the island or anything today. It'll just be kind of a simple day. We'll go and play for a handful of hours of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And then after that, that'll be it, probably. I'm hungry, I might faint. I need fruit badly. Sure, I'll go find fruit. Dear God, I hope I can find any sort of fruit around here. Oh, it's a pitfall. That's not fruit at all. That's just pain and dirt. And someone lost an item. Want to eat this? I'm gonna give you the bamboo shoot. Here we go. Here, you can have my blue striped shirt. I'm probably gonna sell it. I have too much clothing as it is. I don't really need a blue striped shirt. I picked up a lost item. Who dropped this? Hey, did you drop this? Really funny if you did. Nope. Damn it. It'd be really funny, though. Did you drop this? Nope, I don't want to talk to you again. Oh, it's nothing. Did you lose this again? Just any chance if I keep giving this to you, it can become yours and that you lost it and you will take it. There's our big illuminated tree. Our cone with lights. So, something up, lick it. Here, did you lose this by any chance? This is my paper bag, isn't it? I thought I lost it in my room. Dropped it outside. Can't leave it. I can't let you leave before I give you something in return. I don't know if you like it, but here. Here's an exotic lamp. What makes it exotic? Well, I'm glad you got your bag back. I guess I'll go see if this is something I want to keep or not. Can't remember. I always forget. I get some of the furnitures mixed up, so I'm like, what is this one? Ah, it's this. I already have one of these in the other room. But, if I had any fucking tables. I have one right here. You know what? It'll go great in here with another one. Room is a fucking hell. It's like not like chaotic. It's just like it's like I'm using it like a storage room, like I would in my first game, in the first Animal Crossing, where I used the basement as my storage room. I'm just cramming shit in there. Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, that's fine. First game was like the basement didn't really count for anything, so I just stuffed everything I didn't want in there. Because you couldn't really decorate the wall or the floor in the first one, in the GameCube, or at least that's my first one, not the first. The first one would be playing the N64 version, which we didn't do, which is got only a couple different things, but very much the same type of game in GameCube. So it was a thought that crossed my mind, even though I don't think there's a proper translation. There might be one still out there that's not quite. The most of the game is basically translated, but there might be some spots. And I thought about doing it for fun as like the ending of it all is like, let's just go to this one that I didn't really play. I don't know yet. Something like that. possibility. But I'm not worried about it. I know they did that, and I think there was the... I'll have to look at, like, all the different, if it's even worth, because I think a lot of it's still pretty similar. If there's enough there that I'm like, sure, I'll do that, then why not? But pretty much probably not really anything I gotta do. Apples. Let's see. We have received a rather fine 4 lamp. Oh, wow. Well, I'll go to the store soon. I'm still looking for fossils. Don't you worry. I'll take a look at your fine lamp. Someone's moving in. Oop. Who's moving in? Pecan. The whole pecan pie is moving in. Present down there. Does that float? I was gonna say, does that float up? Come on. Rise, chicken, rise. Thank you. The balloon clock. I don't know if I put a balloon clock in that upstairs room, but if I haven't, well, now we could. Upstairs room's like a fucking party up there. It's balloons in different colors. I have 3. Because usually I always find 3, and then I'll find the 4th one later on an accident. Money Ruck. Humphrey, don't look. Walk away. Saw nothing. Slurp. Slurp. There it is. Huzzah! At least we found it all in one go, so I have to make an awkward trip back. Right, almighty cone tree thing that we paid way too much money for. Why does this cost the same as a bridge? I could not tell you. But sparkle. It's just a cone with lights. Oh, let's pay an arm and a leg for it. Gotta be the best type of metal in the world that's holding that thing together, and like the most expensive lights. There you go. Have 4 of these. You'll like them. Oh, something that's part of the collection. I hope you will give it to us. Please donate. Don't worry, I will. Just hand it back to me, then I'll hand it back to you. That's how this transaction goes, Blathers. Here you go. How you doing, Penelps? Penelps, I have no idea where I should start with saying the name. I'm sorry, I can't read. As I play a game that involves a lot of reading. Guanodon, or however you say that, is also finished. Got like a handful of fossils left, but not trying to complete it. I just like donating the fossils. At least I like to do that once in a while. We can get them done, cool, but it's not my end goal. My end goal is pay off all my debt. It's usually just how it is. Oh, welcome. I like the cap. I like what you're going here with your pink knit cap. Silly on me. Look better if I had more hair, but I have like the shortcut hair. Nothing I really want. I already have like a bear top thing back at home. How many clothing options I care for? I haven't liked how some of these looked. I must just be missing the days when I'm not on during the good stuff. Someone will pay for that. Yeah, I just found it was like a hat and headphones. I was like, sweet, this works. I didn't even know it was a thing. Oh, is this your 4 lamp? I'll take it. Big fan of Fantastic Four. That's not what it is. Ah, my place. A fine item. What's it sound like? Oh, yeah. Break it down. Sure, I'll take that. I could probably put it somewhere. You're really trying to offload this wall. This wall is here like all the time. The blue trim wall. It's got a little bit of blue. Not quite what I'm looking for. Wet floor, whatever that just said. Not a bad floor. It's not really fitting the, like, I already have the ideas of my 2 rooms, or my basement is the last thing I need to get, and the right room. And then, of course, the expansions are the things that are left. I already have an idea for the right room and the downstairs. I already got the stuff I need for them. And unfortunately, the back room is missing a table that I guess I just have not gotten. So it looks like shit. I'm not sure how many hours, because I tend to play like 40 minutes to an hour almost every day, depending, because I start the stream with it a lot, but sometimes not all the time. But, other than that, I'm not sure how many hours I've put in. It's usually also, I don't know how it works in this one. It used to be based on how much you sold, but I now sell to retail, so, and the other shop, so I don't know how it fully works. I don't really anything that using that terrifying. Yeah, nothing I want. But I'm not sure. I'd have to. I don't remember when he put it in, but it's been a while. It's been, you know, I've been going at it for a while at least. At least 2 months, maybe, but like at an hour a time at most. I don't play it for very long, and I usually try to do it every day if I can, but there are some days I'm just like, I want to jump into my other games. So sometimes it's either a very short session or it's or there's no playing it. Because right now I've been doing the road to debt free, so I've been playing. I started like a year ago, where I've played the first one for the GameCube, not the first one for the N64. But I played the GameCube one. And then Wild World than city folk. And mainly my goal is just to pay off all of my debt. Hi, Hamford. Bye, Hamford. Go put this stuff away. I gotta go sell those perfect oranges. I know a lot. I don't know. I don't know a lot because there's still a lot of hidden things and things I don't pay attention to. I'm more so I just play it the same way as if I had gotten the game for the first time. I'm just like doing a little bit of everything. But I've never like 100%ed the game before I've gotten everything. With your coworker. I've put good amount of hours into it, but I don't know a lot. So unfortunately. Oh god. That is a bright 4. I try to put a theme for each one. So left side was the modern stuff. Back side is supposed to be kitchen / utility. So like iron, washer, dryer. Missing tables. So everything's just on the floor and scattered. And I put a record player in here so there's music. It's a fucking mess in here. Also, there's like a little TV on the floor for some reason. I haven't gotten the proper furniture I've wanted for that. Eventually, I gotta move something here because we're gonna get the right room and then at some point a basement. Upstairs was seasonal, so we did a little bit of harvest, a little bit of Christmas, and then it's also my balloon decor that I keep finding lying around. Yeah, generally would have more knowledge of a lot of things probably with Animal Crossing. I cook on the floor. I just sit on the floor and watch as I microwave all of my food. That's it. I hate it. I want a table. I haven't bought a counter and no one has sold a counter. And for now, all my rooms have a record player because literally I could not get any sort of other musical device for my rooms. It only took until like yesterday or 2 days ago for them to finally sell me something. And finally, I can have music in any of my rooms. Fortunately, Tom Nook's like place thing will close at 8. I was thinking of maybe I'd go to the island. Selling some of my things. You interested in an air conditioner? I don't really want an air conditioner, but thank you. What are the dang tables and counters? I have Bubbles. Got Bubbles, Moose, Muffy, Rasher, Humphrey, Jeremiah, Colton, and Chevrolet, or however you say it, and I think someone named Pecan's moving in. I don't know all their types and such, but those are the types I want. I really wanted Bob to move in if he's still around. Classic. No, sadly, no Bob. For some reason, I'm not getting any tables, no counters. Real shame. Got that going. Let's get the coconuts we're growing so we can go and grab those. I like going to the island and trying it. We walk in circles for a while. But if we go to the island the captain takes us, we can catch a lot of beetles there if we're lucky. And those give a good amount of money. And I think one good batch of them, if I could get lucky with it, would pay off the rest of what debt I have, and then I could get on to the next thing. But unfortunately, it's already late. Tom Nook will close at 8, so if I don't get it before 8, I wouldn't be able to start up my next construction or debt work until tomorrow, but 100 and something thousand left to pay off. Then we can either get a basement, which I'm going to make probably disgusting looking, and a right room, which I think we're going to put kitty furniture into it because I never use that furniture in honor of Bob. So been trying to, in each one of these, use furniture I don't normally use. I'll take it. I mean, if there's a like I have a camping spot, but I don't have, like, if there's more that I haven't unlocked, it's just because no one has suggested or it hasn't been a thing yet for the it hasn't been given to me, so I haven't had the option to put something else down. All right, let's go to the island. I just want to see if we get lucky with it within a short amount of time. Probably won't, but hey, you never know. The only things that have been suggested for my town other than the coffee shop was like, I want a yield sign. I'm like, I don't know why you want this, but sure, I'll get it for you. I'm like, oh, sure. And then they're like, can I have an antenna and a parabolic antenna or some shit? I was like, why the fuck do you? Sure. I've mostly, for fun, fulfilled the requests of when any time a villager has suggested something. Other than one sign where I think they wanted, like, a stop sign. See if we get lucky with a handful of bugs. If we don't, we don't. That's usually what I do. Walk in circles, hope bugs spawn onto the trees. Take what we can get. I can't get enough to pay it all off today. At least I'll put a good dent into it, and then I'll pay it off probably tomorrow if I play. If I don't play tomorrow, I'll be playing Wednesday. Like I said, I don't always start every day with it. Just sometimes I'm like, I want to jump into my other things, but some days I will. The idea was to either start or end the stream with Animal Crossing when I first started the series up. But then I don't like to mess with time. I don't like to do time skipping or time traveling. So I couldn't end the stream with it because nothing's open or anything for me to do. So I always try to start the stream up while things are still open. Unfortunately, my timing for starting up the streams usually means I miss a lot of events. Because a lot of things end at like 6 o'clock, and I'm always on like after 6. Get out of here. Fruit beetle ain't worth shit. Out of here, fruit beetle. Walk real slow when I can't see them. They're not in my line of sight. I just walk in circles for a while. Yeah, I'm based in the U.S. I was outside for like 2 minutes before I started the stream. My nose won't stop running now. It is windy out. Really cold. Unfortunately, I'm not based anywhere else but the U.S. I don't. Everything outside my driveway isn't real. I don't go out much. I've never been to France. I mean, I've never been anywhere outside my own state. There's a lot of places like France and other locations I would love to visit. The one fun thing about streaming, even though it's always weird with time zones, you meet a lot of different people from a lot of different locations. I rarely don't get a lot of people from France. I seem to get a lot of people from Germany. I don't know if my times when I used to stream were a little bit better for them or the times are still good for them. I don't know. It's always random, but I was like, you know, very interesting to me. Oh, why? I'm bad with time zones, so I don't know what time it is for any place other than my own. I can't even, I half the time can't even remember half the other people that I'm friends with because they'll be like, it's just an hour difference. And I'm like, what is it? What time is it? It could just be in an hour different time zone, and I still forget. 1 in the morning. Past your bedtime. I don't know why I suddenly go into parent mode. Not a parent. Fuck that. That would be quite impressive if your parent was a gumball. I really don't know how that would work. Getting some, but we don't have a lot of time, so I assume I'm just going to take what I got and have to leave. We'll see what we get. Shadow's an hour behind me. You know, occasionally be like, you'll be like, it's getting late. We're going to wrap up soon. And I look and I'm like, oh shit, it's 1. He's like, yeah, it's midnight. I was like, what? I'm confused. Right, time zones. But it's only 7. We only just got started. I got a few hours before I'm yelled at that it's late and I need to go to bed. Put in the box. Yeah, there was a technique. I think I used that technique. I want to say it started to happen towards... I don't know if it was something that happened in Wild World, but I know I started to use the beetles on Stump's thing. If not in that, I did it in the New Horizon one or whatever on the Switch. I think I was starting to use that technique a little bit to help me, even though there was like a million ways to make money in that one too. So... But they gave me a good little hefty bit. I don't want. But they seem to spawn pretty decent around here, just walking in a circle. So I just try to use this. I can make a couple, almost 200,000. I get at least like 100,000+ bells out of all this if I get a full batch, and it's mostly these beetles on the trees. Oh, wait, I don't want you. But there's all these methods, all these things people use for making money. And I'm like, I don't really look into it. Like I said, I play it as if I had just picked up the game for the first time. And some of these I don't remember shit, so I'm kind of am like I'm playing it for the first time. New Leaf wasn't one I really got all in depth into when it came out. I only played it a little bit because I borrowed it from a friend. So it took a while before I actually started playing it. I think the only time I played New Leaf for a little bit was back when the Switch one was announced and about to come out. Then I did like a week of playing it for fun. But after New Leaf's done, I don't know if I'm going anywhere else after this until there's another Animal Crossing game, because I've already paid off my debt in the Switch version, and the only way you can do it again is by starting over. I don't know if I want to start over again. I've already had to start that game over because my old Switch died and I didn't have my data backed up. I don't know if I feel like starting over again on that because I worked on that second one. I didn't put a whole lot of effort in my second go-around, but I don't know if I want to do it again. But we'll see. My mind always changes. More bugs want to spawn, or did I finally kill the entire ecosystem of bugs? It usually happens after a little bit. We kill the entire ecosystem, no more want to spawn. Other than the fruit beetles, and I'm like, I don't want those. I don't remember how much I decorated in New Horizon. Oh, my original island, I had things set up the way I wanted. I was trying to get people, I was paying to get all the people put in specific areas that I wanted. Having, like, a little park area and everything. And then I kind of did the same thing when I had to replay it again for my second island when my first one died. Because of my Switch dying, and then I never backed up the data and had to start again. I had to, I kind of, like, did it similar, but I didn't really have, like, the excitement and fun of wanting to do this. I was more so than the annoyance that I had to do it again, so I kind of, like, half-assed my second island a little bit with how the decorations go, because I didn't have everything. But I don't really go all that crazy with decorations. I don't even remember how it looks at this point. I haven't played the Switch version in a while. Yeah, I didn't have it backed up. Most games usually automatically go backed up into a cloud, and then you can just download it off the Switch Online if you have your Switch Online thing. But you have to manually, in the Animal Crossing one, select to back it up and get it all set. And then I think I don't even know how the system works to make it properly. How that all works, no idea. But I didn't have any of that set up. So when mine Switch died randomly and stopped working, and I got a new one, I was like, well, guess I gotta start over. I think I easily paid everything off because this was all during the time where they introduced, like, the crops and stuff that you can plant and farm. And like, the pumpkins made me, like, a shit ton of money. But everything was kind of squished together, kind of thrown around. I didn't really, like, go too crazy with decorating. That's the one thing I'm always hard on myself about is I see so many people's islands, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool ideas, decorations. Because they'll use designs to make roads or sidewalks and things like that. And I'm like, I'm happy with just my little sandy area with a park bench and like a fucking slide. I'm like, I can't design like people do. I'm terrible with it. That's the one thing I'll always beat myself up about the most, is trying to make anything aesthetically pleasing. Because I'll be like, wow, that shit looks cool from someone else. I want to do that. And then it doesn't turn into that. Dragon Quest Builders is one example of how I was like that. And even Stardew. I had an idea of how I wanted my farm to look and how nice it was going to look. Did not turn out that way. It looked like shit. I was like, this sucks. I lack a lot of creativity. I mean, for God's sakes, I'm just a circle with a face. I am just a ball. I'm happy when I have a fenced-in area with flowers and all that stuff. Like, that looks good enough. Cool. It may not be even, and it might be a little off-centered, but I'm like, I'm fine. It looks great for me, and then that's it. And then I'll look at someone else's that has, like, this crazy design and pattern and shit, and I'm like, all right, well, I really do suck, huh? Oh, well. Ta-da! But I don't even remember what my island looks like anymore. I don't know when the last time I even played. I think I played a little bit of Animal Crossing when they did the DLC thing. Go to the other island and design homes, which again was my weakness, is I don't really make anything look good for designing. So great, you give me creative power and I don't feel good about anything I'm doing. But I remember doing that for a little bit, and then that was it. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if I have the welcome to the 2023 or 22 fucking like New Year's thing right on my island, because it's like I don't know how long ago I've played. Yeah, there's been a lot of butterflies. I haven't touched it in a while. Because I'm a fan. I do enjoy casually playing Animal Crossing. I do not go for 100%. I don't go for all the big things. I'm not trying to collect everything. I just play, pay my debt off. I'll casually play it from time to time for a chill thing. And then I'm kind of like, all right, that's about all I felt like doing. And then the urge will come back once in a while. And so instead, I was like, what can I do with all the Animal Crossing games to make content out of them? And I was like, well, why don't I just do Road to Debt Free? Which is start from GameCube. I could have, and I didn't think to do it. I could have done the N64 version, and I think there might be like a rough translation out there because it was only in Japan. We could have done that. And which pretty much is just like similar to the GameCube, just there's changes as they go on. But we started with GameCube, Wild World, went to New Leaf, or City Folk, and then now we're here on New Leaf. So it's been fun just paying off my debt and finding ways. The original way, I used to just sit and fish. That it turned into like me fishing and a podcast in a way. Was my main source of income for most of these. And you know, I'll just take all that. I think most of the games throughout I was fishing. Then for some reason, as I got into this one, my timing seems to be off and I'm not fishing very well. And I was like, well, the island's bugs are rich in finances. Let's just do that. That's simple enough. I don't really want to sing. I want to get back, sell my stuff, see if I can pay off my debt, and then talk to Tom Nook before he closes. It was really rough because in the early stages of the Animal Crossing, I feel like GameCube had it, but then they stopped doing it for a moment. I had a hard time catching bugs anyway in the older ones because you didn't have the slow walk with net ability. I had a hard time just walking slow at people. Analog sticks are a little bit of a pain. Didn't want to work with me or the D-pad. But it's been fun. Been great going through them all. Relearning mechanics or watching as finally a new mechanic is installed and it's like, oh my god, it's finally here. Something that I've wanted. I mean, I suck at timing in Back to Nature and Harvest Moon. I can't fish that well in that. Or when I finally get a fish, it's a piece of trash. Don't mind fishing if the mechanic of the game is fun. For some reason, my timing's really bad in this, but I want to say it's because I was using the silver fishing rod in New Leaf, and it's really screwed me up. But Harvest Moon, Back to Nature's a rough one because that timing is either like very fast or not, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Like before my brain can even register, hey, let go of the button, it's already happened and gone. Need the ability to see into the future. All right. Have a good night. Appreciate you stopping by. Probably be wrapping up Animal Crossing soon and pay my debt off and get my next expansion and or building room, whatever, and move on to our next game. Pig's Fair. I had plans to do other things, like I said today, but it took me a while to get started. It was really cold and icy out, and I was trying to help clear some of the driveway, and it was just not working out well and salting the whole thing. So I was like, you know what? I just want to play. I wasn't salting the whole thing, but I was like trying to get the ice broken up and cleaned up a little. It's so bad out. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It was tough outside. I want to play Kingdom Come. I'm trying to do this whole play what I want, and that's what I'm feeling. Instead of trying to force myself to play something else. My bones ache, so they ache for Henry to go live his life. All right. We paid it off. I finished paying off my home loan. You know what's the best way to celebrate? Let's get more home loan. Oh my goodness, it's Splat. You paid off your loan. Yeah, I want to get the basement because I want to put together that ugly thing, but let's be honest, I want to get the right room first because one, I can get all that kitty furniture out of my dresser because there's more of it than what I will have for the basement and the wallpaper and stuff like that. But also so I can see where the hole's going to be again in this right room. Yep, 348. Then we'll get the basement. And then after the basement, it's nothing but expansions. And then that will be the last of our debt. For the record, I think each room has like 2 or 3 expansions. So it's going to be a while and very expensive. Yeah, it was like rainy, sloppy out, really awful, and also really bad winds that branches were falling and shit like that on roads. It was like the one actual bad day where my mom was like, the work should have, her work should have closed because it was just so bad and there weren't that many people in today or appointments. Yeah, that's just for the tiny room. Gotta pay $348,000 just to get the first edition of the room. Then I think there's like 2 more expansions. I think 2 to 3. Because you'll get a room about this big when you pay $348 for a room. You get about this big. Then when you expand, it should be around this size for your first expansion, I think, because I think I paid for this expansion. Because it was not this big. I want to say the last expansion is as big as what's my living room. But I'm not sure. That might just be the same size. I don't remember. I think there's one more expansion. I'd have to talk to him about it. I just do not remember. Because even this could use like one more. I think could get one more expansion. But right now I'm just getting all the rooms, putting my furnitures in them, and then we can work on expansions afterwards. I expanded 2 rooms, and then of course the main center room was the first of all expansions. Prices be crazy. But hey, at least we got it all paid off before having to worry. There you go, YouTube video. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one.